drinking alcohol.
Your Country 1039 KGRT. Hardy, Lauren Elena, Devin Dawson, and one beer.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. It's time for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. And our question of the day today has to do with a bucket list. Well, kind of. See, I think everybody knows what a bucket list is. That's that list of things that you want to do before you kick the bucket, right? You know, before you move on to the next whatever. Anyway, I got to ask you the question, is there such a thing as a reverse bucket list? And what I'm talking about is things you would never do again before you kick the bucket. Yeah, either because you dislike doing it or because you've done it too much already, or maybe it's an activity, something that seemed like a good idea, then you tried it, and it ended up being like, I don't think I ever want to do that again, Like maybe it was skydiving. It's like, it sounded like a good idea at the time, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Or maybe it has to do with some bad experiences with things. Yeah. I mean, one could always talk about no more tequila, never again, right? Yeah. I think a lot of people have said that, and then they do it again. So it's not really a reverse bucket list thing. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. What would be on your reverse bucket list? Yeah, what is that one thing that you would never do again? And I'm trying to think of some of the things that I've done that I did once, and I was like, nope, not going to do that again. Oh, I know one. I've said this before, but I did some landscaping work in Phoenix in the summer, and I did that once, and they called me and said, hey, we need you on another job. And I was like, nope, I don't think I'm going to do that again. That was really not fun. And I was even more in shape back then than obviously I am now. I mean, I could have done it, but I was like, nope, not going to do that one again. What else is there? Is there anything else that I can think of? I'll have to work on that. But go ahead and think on it and let me know what is on your reverse bucket list. Something that you would never do again. Yeah, that is my question of the day for you, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Call them in, text them in, 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And as always, we are live on our social media pages, so you can leave your comments down below as well. So let me know, what is on your reverse bucket list? What is something that you've done that you're just like, nah, I am not ever gonna do that one again? That is our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I mean, there's lots of things that we do, and then there's some of the things that we go like, nope, I am not doing that again. Got my friend that said drinking is definitely one of those. Well, see, I would have put that one on the list because I will never do it again. I mean, I've smelled a lot of empty glasses lately, but because it's just, the memories kind of thing. But it took me a long time to get to that one. So it's not something that I did once, because I did it many, many times. But it is a good one. I'm never going to do it again. Not until, maybe I'll jump off the wagon when I got a couple of days left or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. But what is something that you have done, once, or maybe something that you just don't ever want to do again? That if it never happens again, you're going to be pretty cool with it. That would be what I would guess would be the reverse bucket list would be like. So yeah, what would you do or never do again? Yeah, that's our question of the day. Once again, call them in, text them in, 575-523-KGRT. Leave your comments down below. And let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in and around the world. It looks like that Disney is doing so well these days. Sarcasm. They are thinking of adding a 5th Disney theme park to Walt Disney World in Orlando. The proposed park will feature themes related to Walt Disney himself, sparking nostalgia among Disney enthusiasts. I wonder if it's a way to stop the copyright stuff going from away. I mean, they would have to redo it again, right? Let's see. Prosecutors have dropped kidnapping and arson charges against Sean Diddy Combs. Well, that's nice. I mean, he still got a bunch of other ones that could be bad. Let's see. Jay-Z may headline the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. I don't know about that one. Top Gun Maverick director Joseph Kosinski tells Men's Journal that he is working on another Top Gun movie. Yeah, there's still more story to tell for Maverick, supposedly. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Olive Garden selling a line of pasta-themed pool floaties for the summer. Yeah, floating fettuccine, take it easy tortellini, and relaxing rigatoni floats are inspired by Olive Garden's iconic pasta dishes. $40 each, which sounds a lot for some floaties. Let's see. McDonald's is introducing Little McDonald's Happy Meals with 21 mini toys. Okay, I thought that's what a Happy Meal was. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. If you're flying here, TSA recently announced that passengers can now bring the following unexpected items on board your plane. Okay, so lobsters. They didn't say if they had to be live lobsters or not. Let's see. Parachutes. Adult items. I'm just going to say that. Fresh eggs and Detroit-style pizza. By the way, supposedly weapons are still banned, so you can't bring the weapons on there. That would be bad. Really bad. Really, really bad. Yeah. But that's what's going on in and around the world. Once again, we are looking for answers for our question of the day today. What is on your reverse bucket list? What is something that you would never do again? Think about it. Let me know your answers. Once again, call them in, text them in, and leave your comments down below because, I love going through these at the end of the day. In fact, I had my cousin on yesterday's one just listed several warning labels. So I guess that's more like a warning paragraph. I'm just saying. All right. Once again, let me know your answers for our question of the day today. What is on your reverse bucket list? What is something that you will never, ever do again? Yeah, that is our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.